Hey everyone, we are back with another update video, and with me as always is Corey.
How's it going, guys?
And before we dive into Damon Claw, we just want to remind you guys that Corey's awesome new game project MetalMac has a Kickstarter campaign that should be launching in just a few weeks.
Yeah, and if you didn't catch the last video, as a reminder, please join our BitBeam mailing list to get links to exclusive secret tiers. And those are the main tiers locked in at the early backer price. And that's locked in for a full week, so you have a little bit more time to get the lower price. And it's going to come with an exclusive MetalMac postcard signed by me.
And just to make sure that's really clear, so the campaign will have, which is a tradition of Kickstarter campaigns, there will be early backer tiers, which are a clone of the standard tier, but in a limited number for an even better price. But the thing is, those go pretty darn fast. It can be within the first few minutes or hours after the campaign starts. So by joining this mailing list, not only do you lock in that best possible price for a whole week, so you don't have to, like, depending on your time zone, stay up in the middle of the night for that minute the Kickstarter campaign launches. You don't have to worry for a whole week. You could just click on the special links that you're going to get via the mailing list and get it not only at the best price, but you're going to get a super limited, hand signed by Corey, the awesome artist and game designer of MetalMac. Like I said, it's going to be a super limited edition and exclusive only to the people that joined the mailing list. And now to get into Damon Claw, just as a little bit of fun trivia, I don't know if I mentioned on any of these videos before, but I did in recent history buy a Retron 3. This is not paid advertising, but
Right,
I
yeah.
did buy a Retron 3 HD. It's like a 3-in-1 emulation system that lets you play classic NES cartridges, Megadrive cartridges, and Super Nintendo cartridges. And the fine folks at NeoFid recently sent us, Corey and my brother Chris, they didn't get theirs yet since they're over in America, but I happen to live in France, the same country as NeoFid. So I got my physical copies of Damon Claw. So I was very excited, as was my son, to test and find out that Damon Claw runs perfectly on the system. So if you have the system or you're thinking of getting it, and if you have or are thinking of getting the physical Megadrive version of Damon Claw, you'll be happy to know it runs great. The only thing I noticed that was different at all from running it on the emulator Blastum was I don't think that the Retron 3 HD's audio is perfectly emulated. It sounded fine, but I definitely noticed tonality differences, especially in one or two of the songs. But it still looked and played fantastic. And on to more important things. In the actual dev side for the modern version, two of my kids recently had a chance to really do some in-depth playtesting. They found some really nice bugs that I very likely would not have found for a long time. Again, that happy path testing where people that don't play the game a lot, they're going to try doing things you never do as a habit or would never think of doing. So that was really useful. I'm working my way through those bugs, fixing them, and I am on track so that probably before the next update video you watch, we should finally have Damon Claw ready on Steam in early adopter mode, which will let you play the full Mega Drive version, the current work-in-progress PC version, which will let you play all the way through, unless there's a bad bug I don't find. You should be able to play all the way through as Elric in the default difficulty setting. There's still a lot that's going to be added over time and polished up, but we definitely look forward to you guys being able to play through the full modern version and give us feedback, which we will greatly value, so we can make sure that version of Damon Claw is as awesome as possible. And keep in mind, because the PC version is not done yet and the Neo Geo version is also not ready to put up there on the Steam version, it will be early adopter for quite a while. And for friends or family members that you might want to recommend Damon Claw to, this will be a great chance to grab it up on Steam, because eventually they'll get all three versions this way, and while it's an early adopter, it will be in a reduced price versus what will become the full retail price, which we also should be able to announce in our next update video. And then on the Neo Geo side of things, the programmer Cedric continues to make really nice progress on filling in the missing features, refining things, and debugging things based on my feedback. And we are making enough progress now that it looks like we are going to be able to finally reveal the second playable character for the Neo Geo version. Corey has seen I've been working on the art for one of this character's special attacks. And
yeah, you guys are going to love it. Yeah.
Awesome. I hope so, but yeah, I'm putting a lot of work into it, and I will make sure that is ready and in-game by the next update video. So unless something goes wrong, we are on track, so keep an eye out for that in the next video. And speaking of the second playable characters, if those of you who backed remember, the deluxe trading cards that some of you backed for feature the second playable characters from the 3 different versions. And my local expert of card games, also named Cedric, finally was able to finish writing up the kind of card game rules that he was working with me for all of these cards, for these deluxe cards. And I finally finished the illustration for the Gareth deluxe card, and Future Mike should be editing in a sneak peek of that card right now. And that's going to be about it for this video. Again, please do join that mailing list if you want to lock in the best possible deal and the very limited exclusive and signed by the awesome game designer and artist Corey here, a trading card, or it's going to be some kind of special card, like a postcard, trading card, bigger than a usual card.
Right.
But anyway, if you want to lock that in, please do go over to our website, BitBeamCannon.com, or go directly to MetalMac.com and join that mailing list. But otherwise, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching.
If you enjoy our content and want to keep up to date on our games, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, if you want to support our projects, consider becoming a patron. The link's in the description, and we'll see you soon.